I knew that I had damaged my hair. So I worked really hard to fix that. Bond repair, protective habits, strengthening treatments, all things that really worked and all things that I still do now. But because I was so fixated on damage repair, I kind of missed some other things that were going on. And a really key thing was that my hair was naturally getting drier. Partly because wavy hair has that S-bend shape. So natural oils find it more difficult to travel down the hair shaft, meaning you've got less natural protection and hydration. Our hair type also isn't quite as efficient at retaining moisture. But it was also partly because of aging and changing hormones. I've talked about those changes in a lot more detail in a whole nother video, so I'll link that above in case you want more information. But for this video, I wanted to make it a very practical, useful guide to tackling dry hair. These are the products that I rely on, how I use them, where I'd suggest fitting them into routine, and why I think they're so good. I've also got some extra kind of tips and techniques to get the most out of them. So I thought we'd chat about them in the order that you'd pretty much use them, starting with pre-wash products. First product, Philip Kingsley's Elasticizer. This is a really versatile pre-wash treatment. You can either apply it before you get into bed and use it as an overnight product, or you can just pop it on for like 10 to 20 minutes before you get into the shower. I've just found it to be an incredibly nourishing, deeply conditioning product that really helps to strengthen my hair and tackle dryness. I like the versatility of use of this one. You just spray down your hair using a continuous spray bottle, make sure it's really nice and damp, then apply the product, put on a shower cap, and then either go to bed and let it work its magic while you're sleeping, or leave it in for 10 to 15 minutes. One thing to point out is if you have very fine or thin hair, you may need to double cleanse and make sure you've really rinsed this one out, just to make sure that it doesn't weigh down your hair. Second pre-wash product is this from COSRX. This is a peptide oil serum. There are a few reasons I like this one so much. Firstly, most of the time when I think of a pre-wash oil, I just think of it as being a protective step. It's helping reduce damage caused by your wash routine. However, with the COSRX, I do actually find that it's helping to hydrate my dry hair. But at the same time, it washes out really easily. It doesn't leave behind any residue and my hair won't get weighed down. If your hair is really stressed out, feeling really dry and parched, try using this before your wash routine. It's made such a difference for me. And if you really want extra softness, I have a whole dry hair routine, which this is the first step for, so I will link that video so you can go and watch that one later. Moving on to the wash routine, and I'm talking shampoos and conditioners. These are some of my favourites that just deliver incredible results. The shampoos are really gentle, they don't tangle my hair, they actually help to make it feel hydrated, and the conditioners just add beautiful amounts of slip, leave my hair feeling really smooth, soft and touchable. I've got a couple of different options at different price points. One of my absolute favourites, if I want my hair to feel super soft and shiny, is this one from Redken. It's the All Soft range. So at the moment, I only have the travel size, and the reason for that is because I have found a cheaper alternative that I've been testing out. This one from Loreal. It's their Extraordinary Oil range, and I think this is beautiful, particularly, and you can tell because I've used more of it, the shampoo. So hydrating, so incredibly gentle. I kind of am not sure whether I will bother repurchasing the Redken. Really beautiful, leaves my hair feeling so hydrated. My absolute all-time holy grail, long-term favourite is Pureology's Hydrate. I have finished my conditioner and at the moment I have so many products to use up, I am not allowing myself to buy it, but I do miss it. It is on the more expensive side, but the results speak for themselves. It is so hydrating. I know they now do a sheer one, and I think that is kind of marketed towards fine hair. I've never used it because it didn't used to exist when I first discovered this brand. So I probably am not going to try it because I love this one so much. There are so many masks out there. I have a couple of personal favourites that I want to share with you. The first is Tsubaki's Repair Treatment Mask. This has a rich, creamy texture. It delivers the most amazing hydration, but it will not weigh down your hair. There is such a balancing act when you have dry hair that is also fine. You want to be so careful about using products that are highly deeply nourishing and moisturising because they can quite easily weigh down our hair. But this mask will not leave you with limp, lifeless hair. To supercharge it, one of my all-time favourite techniques is using a hat steamer. This is one of those tips or techniques that I just think is so worth it when you have a little bit extra time to spare. You could also do this with the Philip Kingsley product. Basically, apply your treatment mask and then pop on a shower cap and put the hat steamer on. It gets really nice and toasty warm. You kind of need to sit there for a good 10 to 20 minutes. I think the longest I've sat there for is probably 40, and it just supercharges your results. I don't know whether it's the heat helps to open up the cuticles in your hair shaft and then the product's able to penetrate more efficiently. I don't know. I don't understand the science behind it. I just know that it works. But yes, it takes a bit more time and, well, it's a look. The next treatment product is a really quite new discovery for me. It's L'Oreal's Wonder Water, and this one is the hyaluronic acid, because they also have one in a kind of corally, orangey, pinky bottle called Dream Lengths, which I used several years ago when it first came out and did absolutely nothing for my hair. My hair was much more dry and much more damaged then, so I don't know if that had an impact. But I used this the other day for the first time, blown away. There are a few pros and cons to it. In terms of pros, how it made my hair feel was insanely soft. Silky, smooth, revitalised, hydrated, incredible. And it also lasted for multiple washes, so that feeling stayed in my hair for probably the next 2 or 3 wash routines. One of the cons is the application process. I did not find this easy to use in the shower because it is so runny. I find applying this tricky. Also, that there, I hope you can see that, is how much you're supposed to use for one application. This is how much Tori used for one application. And that is partly because so much of it ran down the back of my neck and my arms, but also because I just think that's a bit mental. What if you've got a pixie cut or you've got my hair length? Are you seriously saying that you only need the same amount? So that didn't make sense to me. But to be honest, even if I only get like 2 more uses out of this, I still think it's amazing value for money, given that the results last for a couple more wash routines. And also just how lovely it made my hair feel. I did think it was brilliant. I just wish it was a little bit easier to use. So if you have any tips, because I don't yet, I've only just discovered this product, on how to use it without getting loads of wastage, I would love to know what they are. Please share in the comments. I am such a fan of a leave-in conditioner. I do have a dedicated video about all my favourites, but there are a couple that I'm just going to mention today because they have a cream texture rather than a lightweight mist or spray. Creams can sometimes, I find, when my hair is particularly dry or just feeling really frazzled, can be that little bit more hydrating. They're slightly more emollient. I also find sometimes they're easier to spread over your hair and make sure that you've got a really good coverage, but these two will also not weigh down your hair. So again, if you've got fine hair and that balance is difficult, I think you will be safe with these. The first is Olaplex No5 Moisturise and Mend. This is such a versatile leave-in. It's a heat protectant, it helps to tackle frizz. They say it also helps to repair your hair. It can be used on damp hair, but it also can be used on dry hair. So it's particularly great on, say, day 2 or day 3 hair where you just kind of want to perhaps smooth out and protect your ends. The second is one from Moo Goo, and it's called their Leave-In Protein Shot, and it just adds the most incredible amount of hydration and gives my hair back its structure, which is so helpful when you've got dry hair. It's also, I think, a really affordable option because a little goes a long way and the bottle was only £10. Now, the tip or technique that I have when it comes to a leave-in conditioner is once you've applied all that hydration to your hair, a hugely transformative step that I now do every single time I style is after a leave-in conditioner, I will instantly apply a lightweight oil. My personal favourite is Olaplex No5. This will help seal and smooth your hair cuticles. When you have that natural S-bend in your hair, the cuticles sit at a slightly more lifted position. So if you can add the hydration in and then seal the hair cuticle with an oil, you have locked that hydration into your hair. Final step in the routine is just a couple of things you could do before bed. So we're talking night serums. First up is Kerastase 8-hour serum. I absolutely love this product. Now, there are two big cons I would say that I will point out first. This is not going to be for you if you don't like fragrance. It has a strong, quite floral smell that stays in your hair. It is also on the pricier side, but I have been using this well over 6 months. I've still got about a third of the bottle to go. You don't need a lot, but it does an incredible job. So 2 to 3 pumps will cover my hair completely. It absorbs really well into my hair. It doesn't actually need 8 hours to work, I have to say. I could use this in the daytime and get away with it, but it will absorb really well and it won't weigh down my hair. No oily or sticky residue whatsoever, just soft, hydrated hair. The other option though is particularly good if you have very dry hair, and that is L'Oreal Elvive's Hylauronic cream, which I have just realised is obviously from the same range as this. I might need to try the shampoo and conditioner from that range because this is incredible. You know, sometimes it might be day 3 or day 4 hair. It's been up, it's been out in all sorts of environmental conditions. It's just feeling a bit stressed and dry, a bit parched, particularly perhaps when, if like me, you need a trim. This cream is brilliant. I really like to focus this one on the ends of my hair. I apply it just before I get into bed. I put my satin bonnet over the top, and by morning my ends feel so much healthier and so much softer. So if you've got really rough, dry hair, try this one. I think you will absolutely love it. I would, however, say that if your hair is very fine or thin or on the oily side, I would probably give that one a miss and try an alternative. And if you'd like a recommendation for an alternative, you could watch this video next. Thank you very much for being here. Take care. Have a lovely day. I'll see you next time. Bye.